Hey guys, so this is Editing Meg. I wanted to stop in before we get into the start of the video really quick here because I owe you guys an apology. This video is coming to you quite late. May got away from me. It got away from me so fast, partly because not only did I have my birthday that month, I had significant reading deadlines that I had to meet. They are taken care of. They are finally sent off, so I don't have to worry about them. I can have a little bit of a break for June. I'm committed to that because I genuinely overloaded my schedule for May. So if you're seeing this video, I finally got it ready to go. But on that note, I have filmed an extra portion for the end of this video. This extra portion is going to come before the bonus reading. So if you notice, the decks have switched a little bit. That's what's going on. I've also switched up the decks, but keep an eye out for the end credits where everything will be listed. Um, I'm sorry for the delay. That one's on me. Hopefully, hopefully I will get myself in better alignment for June. I, my schedules are just so wacky right now. And you know what? I'm not mad at it, but I could be doing a lot better. So I apologize. Here's the video. Please enjoy and let me know what you think in the comments. Love you guys. And also, hello to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. Please enjoy. Hey guys, it's Meg. I am back this week with a new video for you. Today is going to be our standard tarot reading, so if you guys want to get a message from the cards, please come on in, have a seat, and we'll get started in a moment. Just a few things before we get to the cards. Number one, if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons. That way you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. And also it lets me know that you guys like what you see in the video. You want to see more from me in the future. Also, I have taken care to list the decks I'm using for this reading, as well as a list of timestamps and my current social media. If you want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube, you totally can. And I am available for private readings. There's a QR code on the screen. If you follow that, that will take you to my commissions page and my tip jar. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. If you want to engage with me outside of YouTube, it's fine. I'm happy to help where I can. And side note, I have some incense going in the back. I can put it out if I have to, so fire safety has been considered. But if you notice the incense smoke coming into frame, that's what it is. Vanilla and mint sandalwood. Ooh, love it, love it, love it. A roommate, not so much, but they're not here right now. Let's talk. Let's talk first of all before we get into the cards. I've hit a pretty big life milestone today. My birthday was recently, so if you're seeing this video, I have turned another year older. I don't know if I'm any wiser. Um, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm, yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'm any wiser, but I have gotten a year older. And I always kind of get reflective during times like these because, I mean, I think it's a chance to kind of reflect on where I've been. I'm here now, and it's a chance to kind of look ahead a little bit and see where I might go. And I honest to God, I did a full, like, I'm not gonna dig out my journal right now, but I did a full, like, life path number. I did my numerology, read my charts and everything, and that was cool. That was really fascinating. But it's also, without really belaboring the details, it's going to be an interesting year of figuring out the sense of balance that I need to strike. And yeah, balance and then embracing the kind of freedom that allows for my sense of leadership and my sense of independence to come through. So that has been when I did all of that reading this morning, and it's sitting on my heart because I think I've always known that energy is there, and it's worth exploring for me, and I'm definitely going to take that opportunity because there's been a deep sense of just wanting, yeah, there's been a deep sense of just um, wanting to be present in my current state and not feel like I am going back to old trauma, going back to old hurt. One of the major things that happened for me this year is that I have cut energies out of my life that aren't healthy. And that's resulted in some grief and some heartache. But um, thinking about that effort, it was a long time in coming. I hope that the person I cut off understands that, yeah, I'm gonna be real here. It was them, but it was me too. I'm gonna take some responsibility. I'm not going into detail about what happened to that because that's not the point of this video. Why I'm bringing it up is because I have noticed that there's a lot of open doors now. It feels like there's a lot of open doors. I just need to find the one that I can reasonably go through. And I hope that this next year is going to be taking the leap of faith and finding out what doors are unlocked for me now. Okay. On that note, okay, while I never want to center myself in my own readings, um, I do want to see where the energy is potentially going to take me. If you are resonating with what I just said at the beginning, if you're resonating, if you have any other interpretations of the cards and the message, I am very happy to have you leave them in the comments because I think that's going to engage conversation, and it may help me put what I get from the cards into perspective for the larger context. So please feel free to leave it in the comments. If that is something you want to do, again, safety first. Always, 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 always safety first. Okay, safety and consent. Okay, so let's get into the cards. I think I rambled on enough. If you're seeing this, I'm probably dead tired and in bed right now. Because I've had that kind of day. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So, yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna divulge the number. I'm 39 as of this video, so yay, I made it. I made it, and I hope you, dear reader, have made it yourself. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing. This message is for you. Okay, let's see what we need to see. If you are new to my videos, what I like to do is I will read an oracle deck and I will read tarot, and I feel that that gives a complete picture of what's going on in the energy. Again, I hope there's something in here that resonates, and if you feel safe sharing, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Okay. So let's see what we need to see from our oracle. let's see what we need to see from our tarot. We're going to look at some main energy, kind of what's floating around right now. We're going to look at some hidden energy and some clarifying energy. Put the whole thing together at the end. Yeah, we'll see. Also, if there may be a bonus reading at the end, but stay tuned. And also look for the timestamp for that. Okay, all of that description. Check the description. Okay, let's see what we need to see. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Well, that's interesting. Oh, it's really interesting. Let me pull up another one here. So we have the tigress. Okay, we have the tigress. We have the compass. Okay, we have the tigress, we have compass, we have the candle. Okay, we have the candle. We have the graveyard. Okay, we have the graveyard. Okay, and we have the clover. Okay, okay. So what I'm getting here immediately is the graveyard. To me, I'm getting the sense that there's a transformative energy here, and I'm reading this from the perspective of getting the death card out of the tarot. No guarantees that we'll see that, but that's the energy that I'm feeling here right now. Okay, you have come from. I'm sensing some of you have come from a really dark, uncomfortable place. Okay, and the energy is changing, it's transforming, it's moving on. Okay, there is some energy that suggests that what has been in the ground is now finally releasing itself. We could also get the judgment out of the tarot as well, but I'm seeing that because we have this rose in the background. Okay, we also have, I'm going to read this as the star card as well. Okay, there's light, there's hope, there's healing, there's a transformative energy here. Okay, and I like that. I like seeing that because for some of you, this energy has been a long time in coming. Okay, now these figures, these motifs kind of remind me of stone. And for some reason, my inner nerd is going to come raging out right now. Some of you are Doctor Who fans, crying angels. Okay, but the reason I'm mentioning that is that stuck. You're stuck. You've been stuck. Not anymore. That energy is changing. That energy is moving forward. Okay, that energy is moving forward. And while I feel like some of you might be a little bit nervous about that, yeah, let's acknowledge the nervousness of that, but let's also acknowledge the fact that you have a sense of direction and you have a sense of clarity over this. There's light on your path and you know where you're going. It's murky. It's murky, yes, let's not deny that. Okay, let's not deny that you have a very specific sense of what you want to do. Here you are, you're staring at what you want. Okay, it's on the other side of this transformation. It's on the other side of this transformation. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the other thing, I should say. This light, this clarity, right here. You've already carried it. You have it in your heart. Okay, you have it in your heart, and it's also on your heart that you know where you want to go. I've already said it like that. You know where you want to go. Okay? You know where you want to go. Okay? Things are changing. Things are becoming clearer. Okay? Things in your sense of direction are becoming clearer. Here's the other good part too. Okay? It's bringing you a lot of, I'm associating this clover with a lucky break. Okay? Yeah, it's 4-leaf. That's a 4-leaf clover. So there's a lucky break here. Okay? There's definitely a lucky break here. And it's come from you maybe sitting with the pain, sitting with the stuckness, sitting with the chance to reflect, because that's what you've had the opportunity to do. Okay? It's a lot of luck, a lot of opportunity, a lot of growth. A lot of growth. I want you to know this little bud in frame here seems very much at peace in looking at this and saying, yes, I worked for this. The other thing that I want you to remember here is that you have so much authority and so much say in this situation. Okay? This has come from you doing the work. And in order to do that work, you've had to say yes to some uncomfortable reflections. You've had to say yes to looking at things you didn't want to look at. Okay? All of that, all of that's uncomfortable, but it's giving you clues as to what you need to do next. Okay? Okay. Ooh, let's see what else. Supplementals, please. What else? Okay. So for some supplemental energy to continue the message here, we have the snake, which I love to see. We have the snake. We have the bell. Okay, we have the snake, we have the bell, and we have the moorland. So let's talk about this first, because the way this is presented here, I do have the book out, and I'm debating whether I want to consult the book for this. So I'm going to do this intuitively, and again, check the description, because I may have put the book definitions for these cards in the description. Check there if you feel inclined to. The moorland. There's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of space. Again, not guaranteeing we'll see this card, but I'm sensing that the 3 of Cups might come out as well. And that is, there's a job well done. There is, there's a job well done. There's a lot of space and opportunity coming in here. You've done some work, and now it's time to have a rest and pay attention to what your efforts have brought you. Okay. Again, a lot of space, a lot of directions to go. Okay. A lot of directions to go. What's interesting here is I'm just noticing that there are 3 skulls in the frame here, and I'm again, the 3 of Cups card coming out of the tarot is reinforced here to me. But comments, leave them if you have a different interpretation. Okay. There's a lot to be explored. Okay. There's a lot to be explored. And this is coming on the back of shedding old skins, becoming a new and improved version of yourself. Okay? New and improved version of yourself. That's coming forward too. And what's interesting here, what's interesting about this is that all of the difficulty that you've come across in this period of transformation, all of the things you've sat with, all of the thoughts that you've had over whatever issues you're grappling with, all of the sensations and emotions that you've had, those are all signals towards this time that you're entering. Okay? Believe it or not, you are now in a place where you can receive the rewards for your efforts. Okay? This is special. This is important. This is something that I think you need to see right now. Okay? Listen, because there's more coming. Okay? But also know that you're preparing yourself for a new you're preparing yourself for a new phase, and it's important that you pause and listen, but also look for opportunities to take action when needed. Okay, so I'm hoping that part makes sense, but let's move on for now and see what our tarot has to say. Right? What does our tarot have to say here? Okay. Sorry, I was getting the bonus reading out because yes, I am doing one. So let's see what our tarot has to say. What's our tarot have to say here? Okay. All right, one more shuffle. Here we go. I'm gonna break the deck actually. Here we go. Okay. All right. So, okay, I'm gonna start with the Oracle of Swords. Got the Oracle of Swords. You got Oracle of Swords. You have Three of Swords. Okay. Oracle, Three of Swords. We have the Two of Swords. Okay. Two of Swords. Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Right, we have Seven of Pentacles, and we have Temperance. Okay. So that's fun. That's fun that we're getting swords as our main energy here, because the swords are associated with the element of air, but they're also associated with your mind, with your intellect, with your ideas and perspectives. And to start this portion of the reading off, I want to talk about the Two and the Three of Swords together, because you've had some difficult choices to make. Okay, you've had some very tough choices to make. Now, at the beginning, I talked about having to cut some bad energy out of my life, and it caused me some grief and heartache. That could be something that you've had to choose to do. Okay, there's been some hurts, some aches, some pains that you just can't live with anymore, and you said, enough's enough, I gotta walk away. Okay, you've come to that choice. Okay, but it's not a choice that has come easy for you. Okay, you made it, you're done, you're over it, but it fucking hurts. Holy hell, this fucking hurts. Look at that. That Three of Swords, that's pain from all sides, right? That's a bleeding wound, that's hurt, that's grief, okay? And this choice to do that has not come easy. It really hurts. It really, really hurts. All right, and that's the thing that has made you stuck with this graveyard card from our oracle. It's felt like you were stuck with that pain. Worse than that, though. Let me go there. Worse than that is staying with it would have hurt you far worse than leaving. I hope that resonates, because that was certainly the choice I had to make with my issue. You left a bad situation and it hurt to do, but staying felt worse than leaving. Okay? Now, this Oracle of Swords, I think is still relevant here. This is someone who's protective, someone who is deeply nurturing and able to find, able to find new ideas and perspectives. So, like I said, this Three of Swords and Two of Swords has been, the situation sucked. You let it go, now you're grieving. Well, there's an open door to new ideas and new perspectives, okay? And what this is showing you here is what's really worth keeping around, right? What's really worth keeping around? Is the situation you were in really the healthiest? I think judging by what I said earlier, no, and you realized that pretty quick. Okay, it was hurting you to stay, hurting you less to leave. Okay, the juice was not worth the squeeze in this situation, even though you were starting to see something happen. Maybe that thing that you started to see happening was not safe or was not worth it for you. Okay, you know what that is. It's not my place to judge. But your garden was not growing in the way that you had anticipated. Okay. What is going to serve you now? What is going to serve you in the best possible way now? Well, finding your sense of balance, finding your sense of peace, finding your sense of hope, knowing that you're not alone, being able to act with moderation and understanding. So what I mean here is don't totally let your impulses fly off the rails, because yes, you might be feeling some kind of way about this situation, but it's not going to help you to be impulsive or to act rashly, because then mistakes will be made that you have to go back and fix. Okay, and that's if you're anything like me, having to do that kind of sucks. No, we don't want to do that. What else do we need to see here? We're gonna get some supplemental cards, and that we're gonna start with the Magician. Love that. We have the Magician. Okay, but we also have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords and Four of Swords. Swords have it today. Something's on your mind, babes. Something's really on your mind. What you need to know about it, okay, is that by you leaving behind the old energy, the bad energy, the thing that kept you stuck, by doing that, you've given yourself the chance to explore new ideas. Yeah, explore new ideas. Get out there. Look at what you have at your disposal. Okay, get in your brain and dig around a little bit within reason. Okay, recall that we have Temperance here. Balance is your bestie. Okay, balance is your bestie. Okay, Ace of Swords. Okay, act with balance and know that you're already magical. You're already powerful. You have what you need to do this. Okay, and thing that's going to help you keep your balance here is know when to rest, know when to take a chance to recharge. Okay, give yourself a break. Some of you are being really mean to yourselves, and babes, I love you. I see you. What you're thinking is real. Let's pause. Okay, give yourself a pause. Give yourself a break. Please give yourself a damn break. Okay. Okay. So let me check in with you guys. How are you doing? You guys okay? That's kind of big. That was a lot. Thank you for showing me what we needed to see. But we're gonna do some clarifying and hidden energy. We'll start with the hidden energy first, though, and see what we need to see from our. I think I said hidden energy. We're doing that first. Clarifying energy after that, and then we'll get into our bonus reading. Okay. So what do we need to see for our hidden energy? There's definitely something more going on that we need to see. Okay. So to start here, okay, we've got the swamp. Okay, we've got the swamp. All right, we got the swamp, got the lighthouse. All right, swamp, we've got the lighthouse. Okay, and we have the waterfall. Okay, that swamp, the lighthouse, and the waterfall. So I love this. I love this because automatically, once again, I'm seeing the star card coming out with the lighthouse here. No guarantees, like I said before. Star card, but I'm also getting the moon energy here. I'm getting there because obviously there is the moon motif in the card. But there's also the swords. Babes, there's the swords. Okay, we also got swords in the graveyard scene from the beginning. So yeah, this is definitely a mind thing for some of you. Okay. But what specifically I'm getting here is that you're not really seeing the path across the water. Okay, and for good reason. You're kind of you're kind of leery because look at that. There's a gator in the water. You don't want to mess with that. They're mean. They're territorial. You don't want to get in with that. Um, Here's the thing: you can see the light in the distance, and that's where you're going. That's where you're going. Okay, you can see the light in the distance. What you need to be aware of is that yeah, there's always going to be dangers when this transformation is happening because you're letting energy go. You're dropping off what isn't serving you. Okay, and even if there is a gator in the water, okay, if there's a gator in the water, um, even if there is the danger that you could fall over the edge, recall, okay, recall that someone's there to catch you. Okay, the immediate thought that I got from this waterfall card is that there's healing energy flowing to you. So take, even if you stumble on your way to taking the leap of faith, you're still gonna land somewhere that you need to. Okay, it might feel off or uncomfortable. It might feel unsettling, but it's not. You're meant to be there. Okay, you are meant to be there. Okay, and again, no guarantees. No guarantees, but I really do hope we see the Fool card here because that's the energy that this card reminded me of. Jump and the universe will catch you. Jump and the universe will catch you. If you feel like you're gonna fall, what if you fly? What if you fly? Okay. There's that. Let's see what we need to see. We have 5 of Wands. Okay. We have 5 of Wands. We have the Champion of Pentacles. Champion of Pentacles. This is the Knight of Pentacles for this deck. And we have the High Priestess. Immediately, what I'm going to say here, trust your intuition. Okay? Trust your intuition. This is the High Priestess, so this is about digging deep, reflecting, introspecting, gaining wisdom and knowledge that you need to move forward. Okay? And you need to move forward. Because frankly, you're being encouraged to, but you're also being encouraged to take this in a practical and grounded approach, because it would be easy to get caught up in the drama and the chaos that's happening around you. Okay? Nope. Nope. Let's acknowledge it, but let's not be a part of it. Let's step back and observe. Let's see what we need to see. Is getting in the fray really for us? No. No. Because we have our own magic to wield. Okay? As part of the dangers that you're looking at here. Okay? Part of the danger is that Five of Wands, that chaos, that drama. No. That's going to sidetrack. Okay? We want to keep our eyes here. Okay? And in doing so, we see the end goal. We're going to have to take a leap of faith and trust that we're going to be caught and placed where we need to be. Okay. Caught and placed where we need to be. Now, it's a nice chunky pile of cards that we've come out here is clarifying and hidden, main and hidden energy. Let's see what we need to see for our clarifying energy. Tie it all together. Let's see what we got. Do I want to pull supplementals for that hidden energy, or we'll do it at the end? We'll do it at the end. Let's see what we need to see. Okay. Still have a bonus reading to get to as well. Okay. So for our clarifying energy, we have the pendulum. Ooh, okay, we've got the pendulum. Okay, we've got the pendulum. We have the fountain. Got the pendulum, we've got the fountain, and we have the wolf. Okay. Immediately, hermit energy. Hermit energy comes forward here because I'm getting that with the wolf and the fountain together, because I'm hearing take some time to fill your cups first. Take some time out, kind of be a lone wolf energy right now. That's not to say ignore everybody and go off grid, because maybe your situation requires you to be in interaction with people. I'm leaving that to you guys. Okay. But I'm hearing the phrase, fill your cups first, take some time away to do this. Okay. And also, I want to say, follow your arrow as well. So let it loose, see where it goes. Let it loose and see where it goes. Okay. Another thing that's interesting here, we have the pendulum. There's a wolf motif in that. I'm going to read that there. This is the change. It's definitely the change here. And I think this is change that is far forward. Okay, it's going to reach past this situation. Okay, it could go any direction. Swings one way, okay, cool. Swings back the other way, well, okay. Still cool, maybe. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. But in either case, take the time to fill your cup first. Okay, fill your cup first, because you can't run on fumes, babes. I'm sorry, it's just not possible. If you don't have anything to put in your cup, you're not going to be able to take care of others the way they deserve to be taken care of, and you're not going to get the fulfillment you deserve as well. Okay? Okay. We have, from the tarot here, we have the Champion of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Okay. Have the Knight of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. This feels a bit repetitious in that I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles because I'm remembering how I described the mortal ends a little bit ago. Okay. There are people around you, people love you, people want to see you succeed. Okay. People want to see you succeed, especially at this time, because you are going through a significant spiritual and emotional transformation. Okay. It feels hard. You're shedding skins. You're becoming new. You're becoming something else. Okay. Things are swinging. Things are swinging all over the place. Okay. People do see your efforts. People do see the kinds of things you're trying to build for yourself. So it isn't like you're rough footing this alone, because you're not. Okay, you're really not. Okay, but for your part, you are required to look at the level of choice that you're willing to endure. Okay, and you're someone who has a very strong brain. Just recall all of the swords, every motif that has swords in them from our oracle. Okay, your brain power is your superpower. You're very smart. You have a good brain in your head. And don't ever forget that. But also don't ever forget that brain power is what's driving you, your passions, what's driving you forward. You have what it takes to absorb the responsibility, okay? But balance and rest are your best friends too. Okay, remember what I said, balance is your bestie. Okay? Balance is your bestie. So let's see some supplementals for hidden and clarifying energy, and then we'll go into our bonus. Okay, supplemental energy for our hidden energy, we have the Crown and we have the Six of Cups. So the authority that you carry from the hidden energy, the authority that you carry is allowing you to reconnect with certain things that brought you joy in the past. Whatever these things are, however these manifest for you, they are making you very happy to come back to. Okay, because you've chosen to embrace the kind of authority that you've always had and have always wanted to express. Okay. For a clarifying energy, the supplementals here, you have the Champion of Swords, okay, and you have the Key. So your powers of reflection right now are not only are they strong, but they're opening you up to new ideas and new perspectives, and the willingness to explore during this time is coming out pretty strong. Okay. So there's everything from the first part. Hey guys, okay, so this is part 2 of the video that was supposed to go up in May. If you are just tuning in, hi, hello, I'm Meg. I'm going to be reading the cards today. I have switched decks, so heads up, pay attention. Hopefully this is going to be a resonant message with you. I don't think I mentioned it. I definitely mentioned it in the intro to the first part of the video, but I have time-stamped everything, so if you want to jump around, if you just want to see part 2, check the description Wait, okay. Check the description. We'll have some messages for you from there. So anyway, let's dig into the cards. I hope that you are doing well, that you're in a place to receive this message. Clearly, my cards are feeling a little spicy today. So let's see what messages we will need for this portion of the message. Okay. Typical routine. We're gonna start with our oracles. Starting with our oracles, we're getting into the tarot after that. So let's see what we need to see. Okay, we're going to start with the abalone, Neptune gold, and platinum, and this represents magic, freedom, and ceremony. I'm liking this. Okay, so magic, freedom, and ceremony. This is the abalone, Neptune gold, and platinum. Okay, we have the emerald platinum, which represents unconditional love, patience, and nourishment. Again, love this too. Okay, so there's that. We have the halo gold, zestalite, and palladium, which represents divine light embodied. Okay. Okay. We have labradorite and celestial gold, which represents seeing the unseen and visionary capabilities. Okay. Okay. And we have Saint Germain and frankincense, which represents elevation, awakening, and transformation. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that there's for some of you there is this transformative power that's happening for you. I think this has been a long time coming. Because it feels to me a bit like there is a lot of energetic residue that's kind of sloughing off. It's kind of coming, it's kind of coming off of you right now. Okay. Again, this is energetic residue that I'm sensing you've kind of caked onto yourself for whatever reason. For some reason, this feels like you've done this for a protective measure. Somehow, what has felt protective has actually dimmed your light here. We have this divine light embodied card here. So there's something you put on yourself as a means of protection, but after a while, it got it made you feel dim. It made you feel sad and dark. Okay, and this residue is what's coming off here. It's slow to go. I think you're for some of you, if this is resonant, it's kind of slow to move on. And where I'm getting here is with this unconditional love and patience. Okay, this is not it's not happening as smoothly or as efficiently as you might have thought it could. This isn't you do it once and it's done. This is a process that you have to do over and over and over. And it's required more patience of you than you thought you would have to put forward. Okay, there's nothing wrong with this. It's a process that you're constantly revisiting. No, after a while it's like, okay, I'm well and truly over this. When's the finish line? Fair, completely fair. Here's what's happening though. Okay, now that it's at this removal is at a point of almost being completed. Okay, you're starting to sense your own brand of magic coming through. Okay, you're starting to see the capabilities. You're starting to see the finish line coming closer, right? It's not, the goalposts are not moving like they've appeared to be in the past. And that's special. That's important. Because you're also seeing the possibilities of what comes after you cross that finish line. Okay. It's, the race isn't over. Okay. Once you cross that finish line, there's something better. There's a stepping stone available for you to use if you don't, there's a stepping stone available for you. Okay. And this is where giving yourself the love and the patience and the respect and honoring this portion of your journey, that's where this is going to become extremely important for you. Okay, because you're not done yet. You're not done yet. You're getting to a portion of your race where the finish line is there, something is completing, something new is beginning. Okay, and you've waited a long bloody ass time for this. Oh, that's a bad way of putting that, but you know what I mean, right? You've waited so long, so long for this, and like I said, honor this time, honor this moment. This is important. Okay, this is really important for you. Before we get into the tarot, see what else we need to see. Okay, splitting the deck, we have the elemental balance, which represents harmony, centeredness, and reverence. Okay, keep in mind that reverence. Okay. And we have the ancient chi and Tibetan copper, which represents strength activated and life force. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to confirm this. I'm going to confirm what I just said with the addition of something new is coming in. Again, long time coming. Okay. Part of this is that you've taken care to look at where you find your strength, and you've chosen to activate those points because you've chosen to honor this point in your journey. Okay, chosen to honor this point in your journey by creating harmony for yourself, by creating the sense of balance and the sense of centeredness. Okay, I mean, it says it right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Let's get into the tarot and see what we need to see. Okay, what do we need to see for, what do we need to see for the tarot? Okay, we're going to start with the Seven of Swords. Okay, we're looking at the Seven of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. Excuse me. We have Seven of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. Okay, we have, excuse me, Seven of Swords, Three of Swords. We have Judgment. Okay, we have Judgment. Okay, we also have Strength. Okay, we have Strength. Okay, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Strength and Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Well, starting right off here, we do have two swords. We do have two swords here, and both of these cards are indicating something that caused you pain. Okay, and getting here with the Seven of Swords, there was something went on behind closed doors, and it was deceptive, it was manipulative. Either this was you doing that and it caused you pain in the aftermath because now you're seeing the consequences, you're feeling the consequences being rendered on you. More likely, this was something that I'm hearing the phrase "what you don't know can't hurt you." In this case, that is a fat lie, because what you didn't know did hurt you. Okay, what you didn't know did hurt you. Here's the Three of Swords. Something happened behind the scenes that you weren't aware of, and now you're dealing with the fallout in terms of the pain. Okay, this sucks, right? This is such a shitty situation. Okay, because it really gave you, yeah, it hurt. It just hurt. There's no other way to put it other than it hurt. I mean, look at, there's this heart's on fire, and I don't think it's in a good way. What I will say for this is that the vibe I'm getting from this card is that yes, there's a storm, yes, there's a lot going on, but even the sun comes out after the fact. Okay, healing happens, the sun does come out. Okay, and I'm saying it that way because of how I phrased things with the oracle. Okay, you're coming into your own magic, you're understanding your own sense of balance and your own sense of harmony. You're letting the darkness be what it was. Okay, note the past tense. The darkness is what it was. You've chosen to release that darkness. Okay, because it's your shadows are always going to be there. You carry them with you wherever you go. Okay, and it takes courage. It takes strength. I mean, literally, we have the card out here. It takes a lot of strength to look at the shadows, because there are things there that will make you uncomfortable. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm not holding your hand here. Okay, there are things in your shadows that will make you uncomfortable. It's taken a lot of strength. It's taken a lot of courage, and it's taken a lot of understanding to process the situation here, this deceptive, manipulative situation, the pain of the fallout of that. Okay, no, that's not fun. Mm-mm. No, I'd rather not deal with that. Well, no, babes, you have to. Okay, you have to, because look at what's coming. Okay, look at what you've been able to do in looking at your shadows. You're into the light now. You're into the light now. And even better, you know what? We talked about patience. Hold on here. We talked about patience with the oracle here. This card came out because we're seeing the Knight of Pentacles. I'm convinced of that. Okay, go ahead and fight me in the comments. That's totally fine. Keep it simple, please. But the Knight of Pentacles is patience embodied. Okay, it's slow, it's meaningful, it's calculated. Okay, but it's action oriented. Okay, whatever it is about the situation that caused you pain, you've had to give yourself time. You've had to give yourself unconditional love, and you've had to look at your shadows in order to resolve your part in that situation. Okay, and whether that's apologizing to the person that got hurt on the other side of that, whether it's giving giving yourself the grace and space to mourn something that ended, situation specific. I can't speak for you, dear lovely subscriber or viewer. You know your situation better than me, okay? And if this reading is resonating with you, get it done, babes. I am so proud of you for making it here, okay? Because it has taken an extraordinary amount of strength to look at the shadows and to rest with the fallout and the grief of the situation that caused you to hurt in the first place. Okay. Okay, and splitting the deck here, we have the King of Cups. We have the King of Cups. I love that we're seeing this. Okay, we have the King of Cups. Yes, I think I got that. We'll take the Ace of Wands too. We have the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So I like that we're getting both of these cards. And there are a couple of reasons for that, specifically where it comes to the situation that we talked about with the Swords cards here. The King of Cups is, let me bring the Strength card back up here too. It has taken an extraordinary amount of strength, yes, to rest with your shadows, but to do it in a way that addresses your emotional attachment to this issue without you becoming overwhelmed. Yeah, without you becoming overwhelmed. It's hard. It's not easy. It's yeah, it's incredibly hard, but you've done it. You've done it. Okay? And yeah, you've done it to the point that you have made new opportunities for yourself. There's new passions coming through. There's a lot that you've been able to do. Okay? There's a lot that you've been able to do. There's a lot that you will be doing after you cross the finish line. Okay? So that is it for now, guys. I'm going to call this reading quits here. I do have a bonus reading, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for being patient with me, and I will see you in the bonus reading for sure, but definitely in the next video. Love you guys. Let's dig into our bonus reading. I will say that this is where you're getting off. Thank you guys for coming along. I appreciate you. Leave it in the comments if this reading has resonated with you. If you have a different interpretation that you feel safe sharing with me, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, I hope this reading has resonated with you. If you're sticking around, I hope this bonus reading helps you as well. So, let me get out some tarot. Let me get out some tarot and we'll see what our oracle has for us to start. Okay, so for our bonus reading, let's start with our oracle. We have the library. We have the library. We have the stairs. At the library, we have the stairs. Okay, library, stairs. We have the tree. Library, stairs, tree. We have the temple. We have the temple. And we have the house. Okay. Immediately, I'm getting the sense of sacred spaces, of liminal spaces, spaces where knowledge is coming forward. Okay. getting here. Knowledge is coming forward. Your sacred space is being developed around you. Okay, the key to that knowledge coming forward. Also, temple here, as this could literally be a place of worship for you, although I don't want to attach any particular religious sense to this. Generally, there's some very sacred spaces in your personhood that you are, I'm gonna say, you're reserving for yourself. Okay, how you take care of your space, your actual physical space, is maybe doing a little bit of changing and rearranging, which, okay, good luck doing that. I'm there too. But ultimately, your energetic physical space, your energetic space, it's bringing you the sense of safety, the sense that your wisdom and knowledge, whatever you're gaining from doing your reflection, is going to help you build a stronger foundation underneath you. It's going to help you grow. It's going to give you a place to rest at night. Okay, maybe literally, but certainly emotionally and physically. Okay, spiritually is what I meant to say. I think you get what I'm saying. I hope you get what I'm saying. Moving on though, I did mention growth. There's a lot of expansion, certainly in your roots, and certainly in the way your knowledge is branching. Okay, and you have a climb ahead of you. You have a climb ahead of you to reach where you want to go. Okay. The climb ahead of you in order to reach where you want to go, but this is, you come armed with that knowledge. You come armed with that mental space. And if you've watched through the bulk of the main reading, the swords, I'm going to say this again, the sword motifs are very strong. And in fact, we have a number of cards from the suit of swords from the tarot. So your brain power is your superpower, my friends. Okay, and this is where it's coming out the strongest. Okay, there's that. And let's see our tarot here. Okay, couldn't guarantee it. We're seeing the Hermit. Okay, we've got the Hermit. We've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Hermit. We've got the Three of Wands. Got the Eight of Cups. Got the Eight of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords. Okay, let's start with these two. Because there's been, especially with this, there's been a situation where you got what you wanted. You got what you wanted, but you lost what you had. The expense outweighed what you thought you would have to pay in for. Okay, so there's that. We have the Nine of Swords. It's the anxiety in the aftermath that's really making it tough for you to live with the Five of Swords here. Okay, it's not fun, whatever you're experiencing. Ugh, no thank you. It's keeping you up at night. Okay, you're ready to scream into your pillow, and if you need to, please do that, but also mind who's around you. Okay? You've had this issue go down. Okay? And what you're being encouraged to look at is not only sit in patience. Okay, sit in patience. Gross. I get it. It's not something you want to sit with the anxiety and the hurt that you're feeling right now. Okay. The fact of the matter is that your ship is coming in. Your ship is coming in, okay? And you will be given the opportunity to move on, to turn your back from it and move on, okay? You have to be patient. Here's the thing. The time for you to pause and reflect and be in your liminal space, be alone, pause, reflect, gain the wisdom you need here so that you can rebuild your foundation, okay? This is coming from you finding your own path, finding your own truth. It's not going to come easy. It's not going to come easy. And you have to give yourself the chance to rest with the anxiety, rest with the hurt, okay? And know that whatever meander you're on in your path is going to lead you to your truth, the light of your truth, the light of your path, and mastering of the way forward for you, what that looks like for you. Okay? So, that was a lot. Thank you for being patient with me, guys. I will call this reading done for now. But I love you guys for watching. If you've made it this far in, thank you. Your support means the world. I hope to be back very soon with a new video. But until then, guys, I love you. Stay sweet, stay sweet, stay strong, stay gold. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye, everybody.